So, good afternoon, everyone. By the way, I'm Christina Piperes, your reporter for today. So, our topic for today is about exercise responses and adaptation on skeletal system. So, first, we will going to define what is exercise. So, exercise, regular physical activity can improve your muscle strength and boost your endurance. Exercise delivers oxygen and nutrients to your tissues and help your cardiovascular system work more efficiently. And when your heart and lung health improve, you have more energy to tackle daily chores. So it is necessary to do exercise, no, so that our body will be more effectively to do any kinds of activities. So next, we will going to define what is adaptation. So adaptation, it is the way the body programs muscle to remember particular activities, movements, or skills. By repeating that skill or activity, the body adapts to the stress and the skill becomes easier to perform. So by repeating those different kinds of activity, our body will be adapt directly to those activities and becomes easier to perform. So next is we're going to define what is a skeletal system. So some of us are already aware what is the function of our skeletal system, but let me furthermore your information. So first, the skeletal system works as a support structure of your body. It gives the body its shape, allows movement, makes blood cells, provides protection for organs, and stores minerals. The skeletal system is also called the musculoskeletal system. So, from the word, works as the support structure of your body. So, without our skeletal system, so walay mag-support sa ato ang mga sa ato ang body muratag jelly. We cannot walk, we cannot do any kinds of activities, and as well as it gave shape. Just like if the bone is paana, so the shape sa atong kamot is pataas pod, as well as sa ato ang head kung palingin, then lingin pod ang nahatag diya na shape. So it also provide protection for organs nga siya ang shield before ang organs. So bone before the organs, so cover siya. And also where the mineral stores. So next is what is the effects of exercise. So first, it was stated increased bone density and calcium. So according to its definition, exercise increases the production of synovial fluid, which keeps joint lubricated and makes them supple. Calcium is also needed for transmitting electrical impulse in muscle cell for construction. So we'll already know what source nga atong makitaan to inherit those calcium. So what is synovial fluid? So it is also known as a joint fluid. So it is a thick liquid located between the two joints na nasa somewhere sa center sa joint. So that is the synovial fluid. So ma-increase siya when we do our exercise. So maka-add siya benefit sa ato ang body when connecting two joints. And it also reduces friction when you move your joints. No. So ma-flex na kapag when you move more using your joints. So next is increase range of movements in joints. So exercise increases the production of synovial fluid, which keeps joints lubricated and makes them supple. Synovial fluid production increases the range of movement available at the joint in the short term. It stops the breakdown and eventual loss in articular cartilage. This prevents osteoarthritis. So according to the definition that I was stated lately, so synovial fluid, it is a fluid sa joint fluid nga mag-prevent siya or mag-reduce friction So when we say it also prevents osteoarthritis. So what is osteoarthritis? So according to its definition, so this is a common form of arthritis that can be found at ang arm, hips, or sa knees. So next is stronger ligaments. So stronger ligaments, the bones are held together with ligaments. Without ligaments, the joint will be very unstable and would probably bend the wrong way. When exposed to regular exercise, ligaments become stronger and more resistant to injury. Because ligaments have very poor blood supply, any adaptation are very slow to develop. So nakita natin sa picture, no, that the ligaments are kanang more siya kanang white nga nag-connect sa bone to bone. So necessary ang ligaments, no, to hold or to connect the two kabukog. So without this, it's hard to walk, to do activity, to do our activity well. So by doing exercise, it makes our ligaments more stronger to hold two bones and to be more flexible. So next is, as exercise imposes stress upon the tissue of the skeletal system, then in turn this tissue will become stronger. Another, the hyaline cartilage at the end of the bones will become thicker and become a better shock absorption. Tendons will become thicker and able to withstand greater force. Ligaments will stretch slightly to enable greater flexibility at the joint. So, as exercise imposes stress upon the tissue of the skeletal system, then torn tissue will become more stronger when we do our exercise. So when we say hyaline cartilage, according to its definition, it is a connective tissue na siya sa lower part na sa bone, which mean that if we do an exercise, it will become thicker and become better. So tendons will become thicker and able to withstand greater force. So later, I will show you the position or the location the tendons, the ligaments, the cartilage, and etc. So as what I've said lately, ligaments will stretch more flexible if we do our exercise. So there are more benefits we can gain if we do exercise. So next is, exercise induces a mechanical stimulus on skeletal muscle fibers, where this stimulus has to be converted into biochemical signal in order to allow skeletal muscles to adapt to the stimuli. So next, mo ni siyang picture, no. So ligament from bone to bone. Kanang white na kuan, mao na siya ang ligament which nag-connect from one bone to another bone. So below, kani siya ang ma-found nato nga skeletal muscle before ang bones nagpikit siya. So next is the tendon. So the difference between the tendons and the ligament, kay ang ligament is nag-connect siya sa bone to bone. However, the tendons is nag-connect siya muscle to bone. So as what atong nakita sa picture. So ligaments, mao na siya ang mga white nga nakita ninyo. Then ang joints naa sa diraa. So next is ang cartilage also is kaning mga humok. So makita na siya or located na siya sa below sa bone. So kaning mga cartilage, this one mga cartilage. So next, what happens to your skeletal system when you don't exercise? So unsa atong mag-gain if we will just only sit, relax, sleep? If we don't exercise, what benefit we will gain sa ato ang skeletal system? So, if you don't exercise, your muscle becomes smaller and weaker. Your bones become more brittle and likely to fracture. Exercise helps keep your bones as flexible as possible. This allows you to continue your daily tasks by yourself as much as possible. So, if dili ta mag-engage sa mga exercise possible, our muscles will become smaller and weaker. So, lisod ta mo-engage sa mga any activities kay dali ra ta dayon ma-injure. So, just like before sa akong classmates, so, kay arangan man sila, so, naara kasagaran sila sa balay, then, it was, nagplay lang mi ato og volleyball, then, muna to siya na nakuan iyang kamot tungod kay kanang wala na anad. So we will also help ourselves to engage any kinds of activities so that ma-avoid nato ang mga fracture nga ato ang makuha in case kay wala ta na anad. So ana. So next is your bones to do so much more than provide support for your body. They facilitate movement, provide protection to internal organs, and are more important for blood cell formation and nutrient storage. Your bones are classified according to their size and function. So, nakadepende ang ato ang bones sa ato ang sa size and its function. So, ang bones is necessary to our body, which kani ang ga-support sa ato ang kuan. Na siya greater nga contribution sa ato ang body, become a nutrient storage, and nag-give siya shape as well as blood cell formation. So next is, we have a saying that, last, keep your bones strong and held. So, in order to avoid this kind of fracture, this kind of accident that we may get in doing those kind of activities, we may see to it that our body is kanang engaged na kayo siya sa mga to perform any kinds of activities para for us to be aware sa tuwang body nga ma-prepare siya in doing that kind of activity. So keep our bones strong and healthy because this is the structure of our body. Without this one, we look like a jelly, so we cannot do any kinds of activities without our bones. So maglunay-lunay lang na siya. So next is, that's all. Thank you. By the way, I'm Christina Piperas, your reporter for today. Bye.